This binder is going to be given away to one lucky subscriber. Right now, it probably doesn't look like very much. There's a playset of Ash Blossom to get the ball rolling, but by the end of this video, this binder is gonna be completely full. Because I suggested to you guys on Twitter, hey, can you guys like suggest cards to put in here that you would want in your side deck? And if I have spares, I'll load it in. To qualify as a spare for me, I have to have more than 4 copies. Remember how I sort? I sort with 1 for archiving and 3 other copies for my own playset. That means anything above that would be considered as a spare, and I'll put it in here. And one lucky winner is gonna be really happy because they're probably gonna get a full side deck binder ready to play Yu-Gi-Oh at a moment's notice. Now, all I need you guys to do is hit that like button, hit subscribe, and ding that notification bell. Of course, a subscriber can win this, but make sure you guys check out the link in the description, which leads to a tweet. And all you gotta do is retweet the tweet, and you guys will be part of the giveaway. And hopefully you guys need this if you want to win this. Last year, I believe on my 24-hour stream, I gave away 1 full binder just like this one. Konami, every now and then they send me one of these binders to kind of show to you guys, but I don't know what to do with it, so I'm just gonna use it as a carrying vessel to give cards to you guys instead. So hopefully this can be like a really nice tradition that I do, but who knows how things go. But regardless, it's happening right now, so let's care about the here and now, and hopefully you guys can win a binder like this. And you know what? Let's go take a look at, well, loading up the binder and based off of all the comments that you have or all the tweets that you have out there. So over the last couple of days while I'm sorting through my collection and downsizing for that downsizing video, I dug up a lot of the cards, and here we are. This is the stack of cards. In fact, I actually have a little bit more. I just don't want to hold it, but yeah, I got more cards here, and I think there's even more than it would actually fit into this binder. So we're going to find out what we're going to do once we get to that point. But most of your requests have been answered. I do have spares of everything. And like for this video, honestly, this video, I kind of want to give back, but also want to make content out of it. So, you know, win-win for both of us. And sometimes I forget that not everyone has every single side deck card they need. So you're not going to be that guy if you win this binder. And this is the collaboration of all of you guys on Twitter. So you guys better follow me on Twitter because that's probably where the giveaway is going to be hosted. More on that later. We're going to build a binder together, and let's go. And I am up here in the corner now, and this video is really only made possible thanks to your support on MST.TV with, you know, doing really well with my pet project of the Ulti Instinct sleeves. Love this, love that you guys love it. And of course, Nishi's pet project, where I designed it, where he gave the idea, the NFT sleeves. And yeah, these are thanks to you guys. We're also making a larger size on the NFT, so that's gonna be for your Pokemon or whatever, larger cards. And also, I want to showcase one more thing before we jump into, you know, these piles of cards that we're shoving into this binder. This is the new brick that we're selling here, which is the subdividers, which will help you categorize your cards even further in your boxes. They are labels. They're really big too, because look, even a sleeve card, you can see that the tabs will stick out, and that's the whole purpose of these tabs, so that you can write down, you know, your Sky Strikers, your Golden Land cards, and they're also available on MST.TV. I didn't really promote this, but it will be promoted in the next sorting video when I downsize everything, and everything looks so clean. Anyways, let's get into the deck building here, or not deck building, side deck binder building. Alright, so let's get started, and of course, we have our 3 ashes, including this one. I just took it out just for the, you know, sleeving purpose. I'm gonna leave it on the Ulti Instinct for you guys because this is my pet project that let this thing happen. So we're gonna start with hand traps, and there's a ton of monsters. This pile here is all monsters that you guys have requested. Some I threw in there because I think it's pretty useful and might be useful for your other format uses, but instantly throwing in a full set of Ghost Girls. So we're getting Ghost Bells right away. So triple Ghost Bell, no complaints there. One of the more useful hand traps of any format, especially when they do become relevant, then they're definitely something you want. And let me tell you like how I accumulate like so many of these extra like hand traps and whatnot. It's because like whatever that's released during the year. This year was a little bit easier to kind of downsize my collection and just, you know, get rid of my lower rarity stuff, because the tins came out with the secret rare hand traps again, which made it just easy to just get rid of the extra ones. So they're going in this binder, going to you guys, just in case you guys didn't get your hands onto those tins. So with common ashes, because they're common, but I never had any more Ghost Balls. I gave away a set of hand traps last year, and for anything that I don't have, I actually had to check to make sure that I really didn't have it, and I had to rewatch last year's video being like, oh, I already gave those away. So for anything that I couldn't give away and couldn't put in the binder and you don't see it, it's because I just don't have any extra. Now back to the playset of hand traps. We have a bunch of Ghost Reapers, super rares on these ones. I think they were, yeah, they came super in the tin. And sisters, becoming more and more relevant thanks to time and people just going like super deep into their combos, and our extra Veiler here, which be the Ghost Mortar Moonlit Chill. I had a friend, like you know, I know there's a bit of a mixed rarity here, but I had a friend back in the day where he would only ask for the high rarity stuff, like that, my highest rarity of anything like first eds, ultis and whatnot. And I got really like annoyed because I'm like, dude, why don't you just get your own? Like, I'm letting you borrow the commons, and he's like, no man, I don't want to play with some peasant commons. I'm like, why are you trying to flex with my stuff? Like, I'm not playing with it, and why are you trying to break in my stuff? They're worth more, you know, leaving them in the binder. Anyways, speaking of which, triple Veiler, and we give you triple Gamma. Yeah, I hope you can play with 3 Gammas. You might have to find your own driver. Alright? Okay, that can't be a complaint, guys. Like, literally, you guys can find drivers anyway. Someone will give one to you for free. Next, triple Droll. Whenever Droll comes into the format, my first experience where Droll was relevant was probably Dragon Ruler format, because, man, I just searched like crazy. Any kind of tier 0-esque format where it's searching is super heavy, Droll just kind of kicks in. Like, look at Drytron. Drytron got murdered by Drolls. Next, we're gonna go for some Graveyard Stun, and I'm gonna give you guys a mix of DD Crows. I have 3 spare DD Crows. DD Crows is the one thing that I don't have really spares of because I shoved them into decks, and so within my own archive, I only have 3 to give. 1 being from Storm of Neos, 1 rare. I don't like giving out like first ed rares. That's not first ed, by the way, but that was my first one that I ever pulled. And speaking of Drytron, man, Cycle Readers. All right, you guys get Cycle Readers as well. So double banish, you know, twice the value. Pretty good stuff. And then we also have more Graveyard Stun, or mainly just Banish Stun, really. Artifact Lancias. Okay, you guys can't complain about not having the right hand trap for the format. I'm pretty sure these first 4 pages can take care of most things, but let's get into some of the more juicy things here. So you guys also suggested Nibiru, so here's your playset of Nibiru. Recently was hit by Nibiru, was pretty devastating. I opened a 1-card starter hand with no follow-up, and getting hit by that Nib was instant GG. Triple D Shifter, you're gonna see people kind of go in and out of this card in February. If they're playing Cash Tira, they might main it for a little bit, but if tier is really good, you're gonna see this still in there. If tier is no good and there's more Cash Tira, this is gonna be leaving, because this helps the Cash Tira deck a little bit too much. And for tokens, we have Token Collectors. Yeah, it's not as popular now because Sword Soul isn't, like, you know, up there. Sword Soul's still a really good deck. Don't get me wrong, but they're definitely not as popular as the tier stuff. Now, as for like Flying Sea, Max Seas, and Retaliating Seas, I don't have any spare Contact Seas, so I'm just gonna make up for it with a bunch of Flying Seas. And aside from the Flying Sea could come into format, I think. It depends on whether or not you know how to basically use it against Cash Tira. There's a specific timing if you want to use Flying Sea against them, because they could be locked into Exceeding only. This doesn't allow the controller to Exceed summon, and their extra deck doesn't really have a lot of linking involved too, and when they go into their links, they're breaking their own board for you. So there's that, and there's also Retaliating Sea, so you can have fun with that. And I'm shoving a set of Battle Faders just so that you have something for alternative formats. Okay, that's enough of hand traps. I mean, I give you like, what, 6 pages of hand traps? There's a lot of hand traps. Next, we're gonna go into board breakers. And the first suggestion was Pankratops for some reason. I really thought it was gonna be something else. You guys suggested like, hey, sphere mode. I actually don't have spare sphere modes. Like, that's just the fact. I have 1 ghost and 3 supers. The rule of the tweet was that I can only downsize out of my collection if I have more than 4. But I do have a ton of alphas, and the cap is, of course, 1 playset. So here is a playset of Alpha, Master of Beasts, great for breaking boards. Really big beat stick, and we also need some tribute based removal, so we have Godarla. Now, the reason why there's no Gamma Seal in this particular giveaway, funny enough, is because I gave it away last year. Yeah, I looked at it and I'm like, that's where they all went. I was looking through my foils, my non-foils, and I'm like, how come I don't have any spare Gamma Seals at all? And I was looking through my personal sidebinder. My personal sidebinder, I keep a playset myself, but I was looking through the archive. I'm like, there is 0 in the Gamma Seal area. So I'm like, whatever. I can't give you what I don't have. So next we have Lava Golems. I have enough Lava Golems, 1 rare, 2 commons, just don't ask for high rarity. It's like one of the biggest triggers of me not lending out anything. And there was quite a few people asking for Fossil Dyna, and there was one guy asking for like ×3 secret. You guys get to suggest one card, and luckily for you guys, there was enough for a playset. So there's a playset, and there's just 3 more cards for monsters. And of course, I'm not gonna leave your Gamma running dry. So there's a driver for you, and I gave away all my spare Chaos Hunters last year. But don't worry, guys, Chaos Hunter is not gonna be that hard to get with Magnificent Mavens. And to give your zombie world a little bit of an extra search, we're gonna put Necroworld Banshee to fill it. Like, these are some things that are pretty common to side, so side deck wise, this makes sense. All right, so that's all the monsters for now. We're gonna move on to the spells. Okay, let's start big, right? Let's start with Dark Ruler No More, so we can break all the boards. So now you have board breakers, you have hand traps. Going second should be no problem. Of course, I'm also gonna include you guys a triple pack of super polys. Very common thing you guys ask for. I don't know if these things are pricey or not, but since they're just spares, I'm just not gonna look it up. Here we go, triple. I don't know why you guys are asking for poly. Do you guys actually side poly? I'm asking you for you guys to suggest cards that you would have in your side deck, but you guys said polymerization. Do you branded players actually do this? I don't know. You guys lost me. You guys wasted 3 slots that could have been something better. And if you guys are wondering how come you're not seeing some of the bigger cards, guys, I have a stack here that are under an NFT sleeve here. That will be the final 9 cards I'm going to be putting in here, and they're some of the bigger ones that you guys definitely want to see. So make sure you guys watch till the end. And we have Triple Cosmic Cyclone for removal. We have Triple Twin Twister. These are easier to get, of course, because they just recently came out in Tactical Masters. Twin Twisters was a little bit harder. These are from Structure Deck. And I'm putting in 3 Summon Curse. I'm not sure if you guys want this, but I'm throwing it in there anyway. For anyone that special summons a lot, you can start ripping apart their hand. I think you should do this against Dark World, personally, so that they don't have a hand to play with at the end of the day. We have Raigeki, Raigeki, Raigeki. You guys suggested Raigeki. Funny enough, what happened, like, I guess yesterday for me, I got Fossil Dyna and Raigeki, because I had my Sprite board up, and then he summoned a Fossil Dyna, so I can't activate most of my things. And Toad was not on board at the time, because I was like, you know what, I'm not going to be afraid of this. Because going into Toad would have been like an overcommitment. But anyways, he summoned a Fossil Dyna. I'm like, maybe I should use my double cross. I'm just going to wait for more value out of the double cross. And I got Raigeki. My whole board just like got wiped. So still a good card overall, as long as you can time it right. Now, you guys also suggested Book of Eclipse. Yes, Book of Eclipse has been going up in price. I only have 4 copies. I have like 3 ultra rares and 1 non-ultra rare. I'm not sure if I gave it away last year. I didn't like kind of dig through that video for that one, but you know what? I'm just gonna make up for it for Swords of Concealing Light. Very similar card. But you guys also asked for another Book of Eclipse. You guys asked for Book of Lunar Eclipse. I don't think this card is actually that great, personally. It's like, yeah, you can book 2 cards, but at what cost? Unless you have some sort of like Grave synergy, I don't think it's really that great. I wish this card didn't target. If it didn't target, then this card would have been really, really good. But if it does target, then I just don't really care. Next, we have Forbidden Chalice. And we have now Forbidden Graveyard, more Forbidden cards. I'm just kidding. This Silent Graveyard, they had to rename it because otherwise this card would have been like a 1. You can summon up Condemned Witch and you have a 1-card Abyss Dweller, and that would have been too nasty. I wish they would let us do it though, but you know, it was fun while it lasted. We have Zombie World. Now we're going for Graveyard Snap. I give you the Necroworld Banshee. You can also do this. I actually really enjoy using this card against Fluunderies. They really just don't know what they're doing after you blow up their board. If you activate this card and then you manage to Raigeki their board, that's the end of them. And you guys asked for a Secret Village of the Spellcasters, so we're giving you a full set. And we have finally a set of Mind Control, because Mind Control, you can just wipe boards. I guess it does target though. All right, that would be all the spells for now. There's still more stuff here in the NFT stuff, so I don't want to reveal too much. You guys have to see it at the end. All right, let's go into trap cards. I'm definitely not gonna leave you guys hanging here, so let's start off with imperms. So hand trap wise, whoever that's getting this little binder, you know, enjoy, because you can more or less build your main deck from this stuff as well. And we also have D barriers for you to side, so that you can disable tier, you can disable a lot of different decks. Disable Drytron. I actually used it against Drytron, just turn off the rituals. Drytron being oddly popular at my locals. There's at least 3 Drytron players. Then there's Trap Trick. And there you go. Sorry. It's getting really, really thick. We're talking like all the C's. Okay, you guys also suggested Solemn Judgment. I'm not going to judge you for this because it is a good card and it's really good if you don't have a pointer. And if you need to protect your board against Dark Ruler, this is some of the better counter sides. You guys also suggested some strikes. And easy to pull. Easy to pull. I mean, it was from like Grand Creator, so I definitely had a lot of spares. Torrential Tribute, also from Grand Creator. So that's another page. Are we just down to our last 3 pages? All right, maybe we can fill all of this up. Maybe not. Okay, we have Triple Eradicator. There, you can blow out your opponent now. Next, I'm gonna put in a couple of Mirror Forces. I thought about Mirror Force, like, shouldn't I just put in Storming Mirror Force? And Storming Mirror Force is the better Mirror Force. It's true, but I think you would maybe want to try Mirror Force against, I would say you probably want to try them against, say, Kashtira, because they don't really have any protection for the most part, and putting them in the graveyard is definitely more important than putting them back into the hand or deck, because everything gets searched out, and banishing is no good. And it's just a bit weird. So, you know what? This is also good for your alternative formats, just in case you're playing, like, you know, goats or anything like that. Triple White Howling. If you can get waters out, this is your anti-spell matchup. This is also your anti-Sky Striker card or Sky Striker's mirror match card. And I think we're going to Floodgates now. Actually, no. Before Floodgates, we got a couple more removal here. Paleozoic Dynamiscus. Oh boy, this card is getting stuck. Next. Paleozoic Dynamiscus. I don't think anyone complains about having this card. This card is just a good generic face-up removal. And if you got Grave Synergy, it's good. I use this with ABC. I enjoyed it a lot, especially in the trap version of my ABC deck. And for anti-trap, we have Roll Decrees. So you can negate all the trap cards. All right, Floodgate time. We're going with Mind Drain. I remember this card being used against it back in the day when I was playing Mermails. That was rough, man. Not being able to summon out Megalo really, really sucked. And yeah, oh, that was that. I'm gonna give you guys a playset of Skill Drain. Now, ignore the mixed rarity of this. You got a common one, you get a rare one, and you get an ultra one. I have spare ultras, of course, but this one is from the Hidden Arsenal. And then we have Anti-Spell Fragrance, one of the more popular side cards. Again, from Tactical Masters, so there's no complaint here. Now for the rest of the Floodgates here, we've got our Goes-Ins. We have our Rivalries. And we have our TC Boos. So the reason why there's no summon limit in here is because I just don't have any more summon limits. I think I gave them away last year and that was the end of it. I just didn't never replenish anything. I don't think anything printed summon limit for a while. And I think we're down to the last page. This is it. This is the final page. I'm gonna do the slow review here, like a pack opening. The first card that we're gonna get is going to be Interrupted Kaiju Slumber. I don't have any more of these. You guys asked for it, so this is like a one of. All right, we're gonna put one Slumber. Next card. We've got ourselves a Feather Duster. You guys probably just got a peek of it anyway. So we're putting in a Feather Duster. It's limited to one anyway, so there's your Feather Duster. Next card. It is Lightning Storm. Yeah, I do have spare Lightning Storm, so here you go. I only have one spare. I think I pulled one from, I think this is from Mama. Yeah, this is the Mama one that I pulled. And then there is a Triple Tack for Mama. Again, Magnificent Mavens made this stuff possible. The next card, Droplet, an ultra rare one. This one is not from the tin. This is from the Legendary Collection, but this is the one that was like the odd one out, so Droplet. That's not that bad either. Okay, we're getting to the next one. We have one Crossout Designator. This is also the odd one out because like most of mine, my 4, they're all ultra. And I'm like, you know what? The one secret will not make a difference for me. And Change of Heart. This is one of my spare ones. I don't know where this one's from because the frame is a little bit different here. It's like old frame. So this one started at Joey. This is probably my first Change of Heart. And last two. Someone suggested Denko Seka. I am going to give it. I'm probably going to sign this before I send it out, but we also get a Denko Seka. And the final card I'm going to be giving away is something that's going to help you win a lot of games within the next couple of months. It's a Red Resignator. This is a side deck card. I've never been a fan of siding this card personally, but Locals has... yeah, it's just the difference between a draw. So anyways, that's the entire binder. So this is going to be given away through Twitter. Every single card slot has been filled up. I feel like Gone from Hunter x Hunter, I filled my entire binder, and now there's going to be the event to give it away. So link will be in the description. It's going to be in a tweet. Hopefully you guys watch this video all the way to the end. And yeah, this is probably even more badass than last year's binder. Sure, there's a lot of cooler stuff like shared rides and stuff in the last one, but this one is the full binder. It's just going to be shipped to you. I signed across the front, and that's it. So thank you guys for checking out MST.TV. Thank you for making it a success for us here at MST. And this is our way of giving back. Hopefully this is going to help us hit the subscriber mark. And for all you guys who suggest crazy stuff, you know what? It's possible. We'll negotiate this. If you get me to 100k subscriber, then you guys are going to get a non-side deck binder. We'll see what Kenny's willing to throw in. By Kenny, I mean Nishi. And that's all I got for this video, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, smash the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe, ding that notification bell. Appreciate you guys for sticking with me for so long. I didn't make a video for a while because I've been I'm judging the next regional in this area, so that's why I haven't been posting very much. But I will be. I can't wait to play Kashira. Kashira has been my go-to. There's also a lot of cards that I kind of pulled aside that I couldn't put in the binder, like these stuff here. I just couldn't put anything in there. It's just not as good, and therefore I'd rather choose the better stuff to put in here. And that's it, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next one.